What up, y'all? I am in Richmond, walking around on a Sunday morning, going for a little walk in a new area that I don't really know that well. Privilege I have as a large black male, at least during the daytime in the urban area, I can do that. I am on the lookout. I'm actually over around here by the VCU campus, or kind of on the VCU campus. So I'm taking little trips. I got a business workshop I'm doing next week on Tuesday. But I rented a EV, Mustang EV. First time riding in the EV. I did not plan this as well as I needed to. I made it to the charging station, free charging station in this parking lot with 1 mile left to go. Ooh, man. Sometimes my confidence, my resourcefulness, and my creativity, and my ability to be adaptive and spontaneous, those ADHD, neurodivergent strengths, sometimes the weaknesses. So one of the things I wanted to say is I was listening to this audio book. It's the Viola Davis autobiography, Finding Me. I'm only like 4 chapters in. It is amazing. One of the things she mentioned is when she was on the set of Suicide Squad, she's talking to Will Smith. And he said, "Who are you?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I'm still that 15, 17-year-old boy that got dumped by his girlfriend and is brokenhearted." What she realized is that she was still that 8-year-old girl who had a foul mouth, who was scared, but also at the same time fearless. Do you know what I mean? She was scared, she was nervous, but she knew she needed to step out and do it, and had a really foul mouth, which I appreciated. And later she realized that that child was not a victim. The child was a survivor. That child had strength. That child doesn't need saving. That child made it. And so I thought about that for myself. Who am I? I don't know. I'm going to dive into that answer more. It's something I've reflected on a lot in my life, but I haven't thought about it on that level, in that manner. I think I'm that same kid who got thrown into these predominantly white environments when I was a child, whose intelligence was overlooked, whose strengths was overlooked. All people saw that I was large, I was physical, I was strong. Oh, you make a good athlete. My dad tried to protect me from that. My mom and my dad. I was a little upset because being an athlete was cool, but they knew there was more for me. There's nothing wrong with being an athlete, man. Sharp body, strong mind, regardless of your level of ability, was always the motto of my family. Should be our mottos. We should have our own mottos, right? Shouldn't have my motto. But sharp mind, strong body, that's what I sought after when I was a child. I was that same kid who sought connection, sought relationships. I love having deep conversations with friends, kicking it. But you know what? I'm fearless. I'm a fighter. What are you fighting for? Who are you? Who are you? Who's that kid inside you that wants your adult self to acknowledge them? Stand up.